Welcome to Alexander Hamilton Memorial Free Library's virtual program, Preserving the Harvest. This is the first in a series of programs that we will be providing that takes a look at preserving foods at home. In this session, we will be discussing home canning. For those not familiar with home canning, it is a method of preserving food in which the food contents are processed and sealed in an airtight container. Canning provides a shelf life typically ranging from 1 to 5 years, but under the right circumstances, it can be much longer. There are two methods of canning that we're going to talk about today. One is hot water bath canning, and the other is pressure canning. Hot water or boiling water bath canning is the method used to preserve high acid foods. That is an important thing to remember, so I will say it again. Only high-acid foods should be preserved by water bath canning. This includes most fruit jams, jellies, fruit canned in syrup, and pickles. With this method, you will need a water bath canner or a large pot with a rack. Pressure canning is specifically for low-acid foods like vegetables and meats. If you're looking to can green beans, meats, or soups, you need to know how to can with a pressure canner. There are two types of pressure canners on the market, the dial gauge and the weighted gauge. Both perform the same task, only in a slightly different manner. The difference is the way they measure the pressure. One uses a dial gauge and the other uses weights to control the amounts of pressure buildup. In our Preserving the Harvest sessions, I will be using a dial gauge pressure canner. As a reminder, stovetop pressure cookers and electric pressure cookers are not suitable for home canning. Other canning accessories that you will need as a beginner canner would be canning jars. Jars would come in a variety of sizes and can have wide mouth openings or small mouth openings. You will need canning flats and jar rings. If you are purchasing jars for the first time from the store, the new jars will come with these. If you obtain your jars and they don't have the flats and rings, you can buy them in the canning section at the store. A large funnel that fits into the top of your jar is a great help when filling the jars. You will also want a jar lifter, which is necessary when removing the jars from the hot canner once the processing is complete. One last item that is a must is a current reference book on canning and preserving. Canning instructions have changed over the years, and the methods provided today are the safest to use. It is important that you follow instructions for canning. You won't want to take shortcuts. If not done the proper way, your canned vegetables and fruits could cause botulism. You cannot see, smell, or taste botulism toxin, but taking even a small taste of foods containing this toxin can cause serious consequences. At this point, we will conclude our session for today. Thank you for joining in. We hope to see you back next time when we will be talking about canning green beans.